Hello everyone and welcome to a new video on my channel. In this video, I am going to discuss about TCP connection termination or how the connection between client and server is terminated. In the last video, I discussed about how connection is established between client and server using three-way handshake. If you have not watched that video on a TCP three-way handshake, do watch it before watching this video because you will not understand this video a lot if you do not understand the concept of TCP three-way handshake. I will paste the link of that video in description and comment. So do watch it before watching this video. In my last video, I have discussed about establishing the connection between client and server using three-way handshake. So these are the steps that are involved in the three-way handshake. So you have the client. So you have TCP-A. This is basically your client here. And then TCP-B. This is your server. Here, I have also mentioned the different states of the socket, both on client side as well as server side. So initially, if you see the client socket will be closed and server socket will be in the listen mode because server will always be running. So it is listening for connections. Now, if the client wants to establish a connection with the server, it will create a new socket and also it will send a packet in which SYN flag will be set. So if you see CTL, this is basically the flags and SYN flag is set here. And also there will be a random sequence number. And now the state of client socket will become SYN dash sent. And when the server will receive this packet, the state of server will change from listen to SYN received. So this will become the state of server after receiving this SYN packet from client. Now what server will do is it will send the a packet with SYN and ACK flag set. And it will also send its own sequence number and it will also acknowledge the client request. Now also the state of server will still be SYN received. Now, once the client receives this packet from the server, the state of the client will change from SYN sent to established now. So for client, the connection has been established. And now the client will send the third packet in which ACK flag will be set. And it will also increase the sequence number by 1. It will also acknowledge the request from the server. And when the server will receive this packet from the client, now the state of server will become established after this. Now, if you see both the client and the server are in established mode, that means, so when the state on both the sides on client and server changes to established, that means the connection has been established. Okay. After this, what they can do is they can start exchanging data with each other after this. So let's say that they exchange a lot of data. So client sends some data, again server sends some data, again client sends some data, again client sends some data. So let's say a lot of data exchange happens. Now let's say client wants to terminate the connection. So client is done with whatever it wanted from the server. Now it wants to terminate the connection. So how it can terminate the connection, we will see that in this video. What do we mean by terminating the connection? Closing a connection means I have no more data to send. So this can happen from both the side. Either server can also close the connection, either client can also close the connection. Like if server does not have any data to send, then it will tell client, okay, let's close the connection. Or even if let's say client does not have any data to send to the server, it will say that, okay, let's now close the connection. Now what actually happens in this, like what happens after terminating the connection? So what happens is buffers which are allocated during the TCP three-way handshake are allocated. So in TCP three-way handshake, as I have discussed in my last video, what actually happens is buffers are allocated on both the sides, on client and server sides for storing data of a TCP segment. So now what will happen when the connection is terminated, these buffers will be deallocated on both the sides, on the client also, on the server also. Also, sockets that were used for communications will also be closed on both the sides. Now, there are three ways in which connections can be closed. So we will look at all the three ways here. So let's now look at the first way of closing the connection. Here, client initiates to close the connection. That means client has no data to send to the server. That's why it wants to close the connection. Server may have some data to send to the client. It may happen like server may have some data to send to the client, but client does not have any data to send to the server. Now, in this case, what will happen? Client will send a packet with SYN flag set. So if you remember in the TCP three-way handshake, we were using the SYN flag for initiating the establishment of the connection. Now, in case of termination, what we will do? We will use the FIN flag. So whoever wants to initiate the termination of connection, they will send the first packet with FIN flag set. Now, once the packet with FIN flag set has been sent to the server, Now client cannot send any data, but it can receive data. So client cannot send any data after the first step, that is sending the packet with FIN flag, but it can receive data from the server. Now server will act the connection close request from the client. So server will receive that packet with FIN flag set and it will acknowledge it. Now if the server also has no data to send, then what will happen? Server will also send a packet with FIN flag set. But if the server has some data to send, then it can send the data to the client. But let's say server also wants to close the connection. It also does not have any data to send further. Then it can also send a packet with FIN flag set. Now server also cannot send any data after sending this packet with FIN flag. Now client will also acknowledge the connection close request from the server. That is, it will also acknowledge this FIN packet from the server. Now after client has acknowledged the close request from the server will close its socket. Now client will wait for some time t, and after that it will also close its socket. So you can understand this with the help of this diagram here. This is TCP four-way handshake because there are 4 steps involved here. So if you see, this is the client here, this is the server here. Then now the connection is established mode and they were exchanging a lot of data. Now after this, let's say they want to terminate the connection. So in this case, client wants to terminate the connection. Now what the client will do is, you can see that it will send a packet with FIN flag set, and also of course ACK flag will also be set. And then you will have the sequence number of the client and acknowledgement number of the client, and client will send this packet to the server. And also you can see the states here. So now the client socket will go into this state, FIN wait 1. This will be the state of client after sending this FIN packet. Now the server will receive this FIN packet from the client, and it will also go into close wait state after this. After receiving this packet from the client, it will go into close wait state. Now what the server will do, it will acknowledge the connection termination request from the client. That's why it will set the ACK flag in the second packet. And also if you see, it will send its own sequence number. And if you see, it has like here the sequence number was 100 and here acknowledgement is 101. Like even through, if you see, there is no data sent in this first packet, but this is the protocol of TCP four-way handshake or connection termination protocol, that in that, like even though there is no data sent in this packet, but it will increase the whatever sequence number of client was, it will increase that by 1 and acknowledge it. Now when this packet is received by the client, the state of the client socket will change from FINWait 1 to FINWait 2 now. Now the server will send the third packet. In this, if you see, FIN flag is set to 1 and also acknowledgement flag is set to 1. And if you see, there is again sequence number and acknowledgement number is 101. So it will remain same. And if you see the state of the server, it changes to last ACK. Basically, it is waiting for the last ACK. So once it receives that ACK, after that, the whole connection will be terminated. That's why it goes into this state. Now, once the client receives this third packet from the server, now the state of client socket will change from FINWait 2 to time wait after this, after receiving this packet from the server. And now what the client will do is, it will again send the fourth packet. Now in the fourth packet, if you see, client will acknowledge the request that the server has sent in the third packet. It will acknowledge that. So ACK flag will be set to 1. And also if you see, it has incremented. So sequence number was 300 here from the server side. Now it is acknowledging it as 301 now. So it has incremented that by 1. Like even through, if you see, there is no data exchanged by the server in the third packet, but that is the protocol, like same as that of the connection establishment, like that we saw in three-way handshake. Similarly here, 1 byte is incremented. And after this, if you see, once the server receives this packet from the client, acknowledgement from the client, it will close the connection from its own side. So it will deallocate all those buffers. Now client will wait for some time. It will wait for some time. And after that, it will also close the connection. It will also go into close state. And basically it will also deallocate the buffers that were allocated in the TCP three-way handshake. So this is the TCP four-way handshake, because if you see 4 steps are involved here. This is the first step. This is the first step here. Now this is the second step. This is the third step. And this is the fourth step. You have 4 steps here. That's why this is TCP four-way handshake. Now the second way is when server initiates to close the connection. So in the first case, we saw client initiates to close the connection. Now in second case, server initiates to close the connection. Now in this case, what happens is server does not want to send any data. So client may be willing to send some data, but server does not want to send any further data to the client. Now, in this case, what will happen? A total opposite of this case will happen, just the opposite of this. Now, what will happen? Server will first send the FIN packet. So you can see here, server will first send a FIN packet to the client. Now, the client will act the close request from the server. If the client also wants to end the connection, it will also send the FIN packet. The server will act the close request from the client. Now, first client will close the connection. Server will wait for some time t, it will close the connection. So I'm not going to draw the diagram again. It's just similar to this one, but just the opposite of this one. So what you can do is you can try drawing the diagram for this similar to this one, because it's just the opposite of this one. So you can easily draw it and verify that. So I will just give a hint here. So you have the client here, okay, and server here. So if your client and server, so again, the first packet will flow from server to client. Then client will basically acknowledge this. Now this is the first packet. This is the second packet. A third packet again will be sent from client to server, and fourth packet will be again from server to this. So this will be your FIN packet from server to client. Now next will be your ACK packet from client to server. Again, you will have the FIN packet from client to server, and last ACK from server to client. Now in this case, first what will happen? Client will close the connection and server will wait for some time, then it will close the connection. So you can try doing the same thing what you have done here. A third case is when both client and server wants to close the connection at the same time, right? Like both agree that, okay, both does not want to send data, and they agree that at the same time. Now both will send the FIN packet to each other at the same time. And also both will exchange the ACK with each other. And once they receive the ACK for their respective FIN packet, now they will close the socket. So this is the diagram here. You can see here, like, of course, you have the client here, server here, and for now the connection is established and they have exchanged a lot of data. Now they want to terminate the connection. Now in this case, both wants to terminate the connection at the same time. So if you see here, for example, client is sending the this one, client is sending the FIN packet, and also if you see here, server is also sending the FIN packet. So both are sending the FIN packet at the same time. Now here, if you see the FIN packet is received from the server here, and here if you see in this arrow, if you see, this signifies that this packet is received now on the server side. So both the client and server has received their FIN packets that they have sent to each other. And you can note a difference here that the state of client also here goes into FIN wait 1, and also the state of server goes into FIN wait 1. Like there is no state like FIN wait 2 here. Both will go into FIN wait 1 at the same time. After this, what will happen? Of course, let's say here client sends the acknowledgement for the FIN request from the server. So it is sending the acknowledgement for FIN packet. Similarly, server also, if you see, is sending the acknowledgement for the FIN flag. So both are sending the acknowledgement for respective FIN flags they have sent to each other. And if you see here, if you see, the server has received the ACK from client, and here if you see, the client has received the ACK from the server. Now after this, what will happen? Both will wait for some time. After that, both will close the connection. Both have closed the connection. And you can see the change in states here. Like first, both went into FIN wait 1. After that, like state went into closing, and after that, it went into time wait. But this typically rarely happens. Mostly what will happen, one side will initiate the connection termination. Now let's try to understand the TCP connection termination with the help of Wireshark. So here we have the TCP flow diagram. So TCP flow diagram. So this you can obtain from Wireshark easily. So whenever you do some analysis, and then you can obtain this TCP flow diagram from Wireshark. And this diagram makes it easier to understand how the packets are flowing from client to server and server to client. So in this case, if you see, first the client wants to establish a connection, and after that client wants to send some data, and server will also send some data to the client. So they're exchanging some data. So if you see here, of course, the first 3 steps will be TCP three-way handshake. You can see here the SYN flag here set. You can see SYN ACK flag set in the second request. In the third one, ACK flag is set. So ignore this CWR and ECN flag for now. And after that, if you see, the client sends some data because length is 109 here. That means client is sending some data in this packet. And after receiving this data, server is acknowledging that, okay, I have received this data. Now server is sending some data to the client because length is set here. Server is sending some data to the client. And after that, server is also sending that, okay, after sending this data, server is also telling that, okay, I do not have any more data to send. So I also want to terminate the connection. That's why if you see the fin flag is set, that means server wants to terminate the connection. And in this case, server is initiating the termination of the connection. Now in the next step, if you see, client is acknowledging, but what it is acknowledging? Is it acknowledging the fin request or is it acknowledging the data it has received? So if you see here in the sequence number, if you see, you will understand that if you see the acknowledgement number has increased, right? If you see the acknowledgement number was 110, it has increased to 487. That means it is basically acknowledging the data it has received. So it has received 486 bytes of data and it is acknowledging that. Now in the next ACK flag, if you see, that is sent again from client to server. In this, if you see, sequence number is 110, acknowledgement is 488. That means basically it acknowledgement incremented by 1 byte. That's what you have seen in TCP connection termination also. So this is basically the ACK for this fin request that the server has sent. So this is the first step of the connection termination. This is the second step, that the ACK flag the client has sent to the server. Now in the third step, if you see, the client is also sending the packet with fin flag set. And in the last step, fourth step, if you see, server is sending the packet with ACK flag set. And after that, both will close the connection. So this is understanding of the TCP connection termination using Wireshark. Now there are some references here, like you can go through both of this and they will also help you in understanding this concept better. So that's all for this video. So if you do like this content, do not forget to subscribe to my channel and also like the video. Thank you.